Okay, this video is for Assured Lettings so that they're able to manage and edit their property lettings on the site. I do what I've always done, and that's I open two tabs, one with the front of the site so I can see that easily, and with the other one I've already logged in to the back of the site, which you'll get instructions on how to do. Now what you need to look for, this is what you normally see when you first log in here. The back of the site is always referred to as the dashboard, so this is what you normally see. And what you need to look for this, I'm not going to do editing of pages and things like that at the moment, that would need a different video, but you'll see over here on the left hand side posts, media, pages, etc. You look for projects. You'll see a drop down come out from projects, click all projects, and that will then on the main part of the dashboard give you all the different properties and the categories that they're in. So what I'm going to do is show you how to edit one rather than create a new one. I think for the moment any new ones that are created, it's probably best to ask me to do that bit. It's something you'll be able to do, but let's just cover the basics of editing the properties for the moment. So A Tennyson Road, you can access that page either by clicking the edit under here or just click on the title of the property there. So click on A Tennyson Road. Now on the tab that I've got for the front of the website, let's go to lettings so that I can actually see what's on that page at the moment for the Tennyson Road property. Right, so it's a 6-bedroom property and it's the first one there, A Tennyson Road. So I'll click on that on the front of the site, and that shows me what that page actually looks like at the moment. And you'll see here at the top, which is the main thing I think you'll need to edit at the moment, that it's not available and is now let. Right, so let's go back on the other tab, which is in the back of the site. This is what you'll see for that page. It's a series of boxes. Now each of those boxes contains, if we look on the front of the site, everything from the header, so it won't contain this top bit, but everything from here downwards until you get to the footer. And the reason that you don't have access to those is because they're constant across the site, so we only need to see the editable stuff that's on that page. So I'll go back to it here. Now you can edit it in one of two ways. You can actually open any of the boxes that are there. The ones that you need for each thing are the black or dark grey inner, they're called modules. When you open them, you would click on the cog wheel that you see here. So for instance, let's open that one. You get a pop-up box which you can move about to put into the space that you want it to be. You'll see there that that's A Tennyson Road on the front, so that is your main title. Each one of those boxes works the same way. Now, so long as your internet speed is fairly decent, probably the better way for you to do this is up here in this bar, the purple bar, you'll see a little plus sign here. Sorry, completely ignore that. Above that, here, you'll see some symbols. Click, there's a desktop view. When you hover over them, a little box comes up to tell you tablet view or a mobile view. So let's click on the desktop view. Again, depending on your internet speed, it's whether this happens quickly or not so quickly. Now you'll see all of those boxes, but they're editable in real time, if you like. So for yourselves, I think it would be easier because you'll be able to see, rather than trying to work out which box is for which, you can actually see the text. Now when you hover over things, ignore the blue, ignore the green. The blue is a section, so it's the entire section from one side to the other. The green is a row, and there are different rows. For instance, this row here has two columns, one for the text, one for images. But you won't really need to touch those or worry about those. Just as if you were working with the boxes, you want the module settings. So hover over this, and be careful not to just click randomly on different things because you'll move things about. So hover over till you see the black highlight, and you'll see module settings. Again, you click on the cog, which will open that text box up. Now what you'll see here is there are two ways of doing this. There's a visual or a text. The visual I don't particularly like to work in, and there's a reason for that. It's supposed to be one of these, what you see is what you get, but trust me, it isn't. You've only got to hit your enter key or whatever, and your spacing and everything can be out. So what I prefer to do is work in the text box. If you do work in that visual, any changes that you make always go back to the text before you finish. For some reason that actually helps it, and you can normally see if things are spaced out wrong. The only confusing thing to you in the text box, but again it's all down to common sense and just being careful, is you'll see bits of code, like that one's got the colour there for that line of text not available. Let's move it over there so I can see the box, but I can also see the text on the page. There's code there for Portswood A Tennyson Road, that's a heading text there. All you need to alter is any of the text within those pieces of code. Now, for instance, if this one was gone, if this one was available, you change not available is now let. I'll just do it but copy what I've got there. Right, so I'll change that to available. Available, 5 rooms available, 1st of January. Whatever changes you think you need to make there. I'll put the original text back in so that I don't alter that. Now when you've finished with that text, you'll see here 4 little icons. Click the tick box that's in the green background to save the changes. Once you've done that, you've always got to double save basically. If you're happy with the changes that you've made, up here there's a green button with save, and you click on that. Let's take a little while. You'll see the circle spinning to show you it's actually doing something. Once it's saved them, it actually reverts back to the box layout. You'll see up here under Edit Project, Post Updated, so you know that it's done. And there's another test. Use the tab that's open on that page that you're editing, and just refresh the browser. Now, obviously, I've not actually made any amendments on the text there, but if I had done, I'd be able to see that they're saved. I'll just show you a couple of other things on the editing in case there's other things you want to edit. So I'll go back to the desktop view. A word of warning, never try to do this if you're actually using a tablet. Always use a laptop or a computer. Now things like these, each one of those is an individual module called a blurb. They're not text. They operate in the same way. You can open one, cooker with double oven microwave. You see there's no text around that one, which makes it even easier. You can change that or edit it. Exactly the same. Save it once you've made any amendments. Images. I don't really want to well, I'll show you how it works, but I'm obviously not going to change this image. So again, hover over the image till you get that black box and black outline. Open it with the cog, and you'll see here this is an image module, so it's got image settings, and you'll see there the image for the property. If you want to change that, you click on that image and it will open up what's called your media library. In the media library, it's every image that I've uploaded to the site. As you can see, there's quite a lot. Now let me move this video box over. If I select one, which I'm not going to do because we've got the image there, this will fill with the details of that image, and you just click this button, won't be grayed out then, and you can click it to add the image. If it's a new image that you want to add, up here where you've got media library, next to it you've got a tab called upload files. You select file, it will open up your computer and you find where you've got your images. You select an image. By opening it, you're actually uploading it, and that will then appear in your media library. Because we're not doing that, I'll just close this down now, but it's just to give you a quick run through of that. What else have we got? We've got photos of the property. Those are in a gallery. So again, you hover over this, you click the icon, the cog, third time lucky, and you'll actually see the images that you've got in that gallery. You'll see there we've got 8. If you want to add more or add other ones, change other ones, to add more you click this plus sign. That will open the media library, or you upload files and you can add them. You'll click on select and it will add it to that gallery. If you just want to delete a gallery image, when you hover over these individual images, you'll see a bin, and you just click that bin and it will delete that one and move them all along. If you want to change their positioning, you can do that by drag and drop. So I can do that with this one, drag it to here. I'm not going to change anything, so I'm going to put that back to where it was. And again, as with everything else, the tick box, then up to the top and save. And that's basically all I think you're going to need. Oh, there is one other thing to show you, but on these properties, but I don't really know that you'll need to change them. Over here you'll actually see I've got a featured image for the property. You can do this exactly the way that I showed you with the images if you wanted to change the featured image. What the featured image is, let's go back to the lettings page on the front of the site, and you'll see that's the one that we've got there for Tennyson Road. So you could change that, and then that image would become whatever you've changed it to. We've also got the categories here. Now we've selected 6 bedrooms, so that's probably hardly likely to need to be changed. But just to sort of give you a little bit of groundwork and knowledge to edit the things that I know you need to edit sort of straight off at the moment. Okay.